Howdy, howdy, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back. So today we have the Battle of the Gods. Yes, from Max Rendall. He's from the UK. He's a fantastic magician. I've checked out some of his stuff here. To be honest, I didn't know who he was, but he's absolutely fantastic. He has a TED Talk. I'll go ahead and link everything below so you guys can check it out. Yes, we've got 2 packs, so thank you, Mr. Rendall. So this project is going to be launching on Kickstarter probably pretty soon. It took so long for these to get to me, obviously because he's from the UK, I'm from the US, so K to S is it's pretty far in the alphabet. So yeah, we got 2 packs. I was only expecting 1, so that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Max, for that. A little bit of backstory, right? So I told you previously that we had some stuff coming. This is exciting stuff for me, right? Because he messaged me out of the blue on Instagram, right? And of course, my first thought was, who's this guy, right? Because let's be for real. I've gotten messaged once before about reviewing something on the channel. Here, why don't I go ahead, because we're doing a lot of talking here. Why don't I tip myself out here? And I tip myself over. Oh no, I fell over. It's not. There we go. Okay, let me step back over here so you can really get a good view of me. Hey, how are we doing today? The guy reached out for a tablet and a humidifier. And he's like, oh yeah, you go ahead and purchase these products, yeah, and review them on your channel, and then I'll reimburse you. And I'm like, nah, I'm not interested, right? But anyway, so I got the message, and he's like, yeah, I'm doing a Kickstarter, and I was like, cool. So I checked him out and absolutely loved his performances. I loved his TED Talk, loved his approach to things. And the Kickstarter story really got me right here in the feels, right in the chest area here with with the little beating heart thing. Because him and his brother, who have different walks, different lives, obviously, they've come together for this really solid project. Okay, his brother is an artist, okay? I don't know if you know this about David, but he has an art background. So right there, boom, check, right? Checkity check. And then Max is a magician, which I'm like, oh man, I wish I could, get out and perform. I don't necessarily have a confidence issue or like a performance anxiety type problem. I just, I'm slowly working my way up to actually go out and do it. But I have been performing more in my everyday life. So things are happening, and I'm preparing tricks and I'm performing for people, and things are happening. So hopefully, as we go into the next year, I'll be performing as a magician. That'll be fantastic, right? So, checkity check. Absolutely wonderful story. Absolutely fell in love with it. And, and one of the themes of the deck, Viking. As soon as I saw the video on Kickstarter, I was like, I threw money. I was throwing money. I don't. It spiraled really nicely, but I don't think it was in front of the actual camera. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, yes, I fell in love with it as soon as I seen it. Now we have the decks in our hands finally. Now I don't know if these decks are different in any way, but we'll open them up. We'll open one of them up. We'll open them up. We'll see what they're like. That's just what we do here on the channel. We review decks, we review magic, and we do performances. Well, not performances, but we talk. We talk. We like talking on the channel. We call this padding the runtime. There we go. Okay. Why don't we get them opened up and have a closer look? Call back to the old days. So we got a little tab here on the side. We'll be posting all the things that I can find. We'll be doing a whole lot of awesemity. Some really awesome stuff happening. So yes. Back to the story. I completely got sidetracked. Anyway, so I was like, well, how'd you find me, right? Because obviously that's something that's kind of important to my channel. I was like, he found me. His marketing manager suggested that he reach out to YouTubers to review the deck, and I was on the list. So I was like, oh man, yeah, no, yes, please, yes, please, because you got to be polite about these things. So we talked briefly back and forth. I gave him my address. He sent it out. So thank you, Max, for this wonderful opportunity. I absolutely love the cards. Looking forward to the Kickstarter launching. I will most likely be getting some more. So absolutely wonderful. So let's come back over here. So the positive takeaway from that story is that he found me on YouTube, and I registered as a card reviewer. So I'm excited about that. I think that means that we're in the right direction, because, and I'll be talking about this in an upcoming video a little bit more, we're almost back to where we were. We'll see how December goes. We're probably going to do that sometime in December to see where my numbers are, but we're going to talk about where my numbers are at, because in a sense of transparency with you guys, I tell you what my numbers are, because if you guys want to follow along, if you guys want to create a channel, if you guys want to have any information about how to do YouTube, I want to let you guys know, but I also want to let you guys know how much I appreciate and how much I'm actually making from making these videos, just because it's because you guys watching my videos. So got a little bit of red here, got some flower work down here, some water down below, some clouds up top here. The style is, and I'll just show you as I kind of go around here. The style is drawn like pencil work. You'll see if you join the Kickstarter, I'll have the link down below, and I've posted it before. Yeah, so it's like pencil, it's drawn type of style, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite pictures I've ever seen, ever, in my entire life, was when I was in high school. Somebody had drawn the Eiffel Tower in pen, and the line work was just amazing. Just spot on. Spot on. Okay. So let's see if we've got a tool. We got a tool. We have a tool. We're going to use our quarter. There we go. Okay. So the little seal that we've got on there is like a little M shape. So it's kind of cool. I'm actually, let's take a look at it here. You'll actually be able to see it a little bit better. A wave going on there. So that's exciting. USPCC, so you know it's going to be quality stuff here. Quality stuff. Absolutely love the artistry that's going into this. It's really a piece that really just speaks to the artist. It speaks to the idea behind the magic. And to me, I'm a big history guy. I love history. I love just all the stuff that's going into this, the artistry of it, the history element, and just the background and the research that goes in here. Now, here's one of my favorite parts. Some people like to sniff the cards. I like to listen to that first box opening. So here we go. Oh, nice. And we also got treated to a little bit of extra right in here. This is going to complete the picture here. There's some decks that you can get that will have it's kind of attached like this on the outside. And I love that too, because I really love the artistry of it, because as I'm going through the process of still working on creating my own deck, I'm going very simplistic for my first one. And I envision that my second one will be more in the line of something like this with the detail that's incorporated into it. So now we don't have anything going on the inside of the box, which is okay. You don't have to have stuff everywhere. But the box is nice. So we're going to talk about the review of it here. Does it close up nicely, and does it reopen nicely? Yeah, pretty decent there. We got an M and an N right here. Now let's see how the cards come out. They come out quite nicely. Okay. So now we look at the back design. We always like to do the little bit of a riffle here like that. And the only thing I can do, I don't have a caliper like David does over at Magic Orthodoxy. I always check out his stuff. He's absolutely fantastic. I get a little bit of feel for the cards. There's definitely like a... They're new, right? So there's a crispiness to them, you know? Crispiness. Wonderful. So here's what the back design looks like. You got a little bit of a spiral. Now, my question is, because we've seen a similar spiral, not a similar spiral, but we've seen spirals like with the slow hands, and the slow hand is actually a very low-key one-way design. So the question is this a low-key one-way design? The good news is it does appear that this is a two-way design. Now, there might be other stuff going into this, but for now, that's what we've got. So, wonderful spiral. So, to me, spirals are very important. So, because of my cultural interests, I guess you want to call it, the idea that I enjoy Norse mythology and pagan mythology and things like that, spirals are very important because there's a continuity, a life, a refreshment to spirals. Spirals are important. One of my favorite symbols, which is derived, these are the Odin's horns. It's always 3 points, but the triskele is one of my favorite, which is like symbol of life, basically. All the different paths that you can have in life. So I absolutely love this. Is gorgeous, gorgeous. As we go through the cards, they're all pretty much the same. Their back design, rather. Obviously, they're the same. Okay, so here we have, looks like we have a Joker for that. And we got a Joker there. Now, this pack does have 4 Jokers. And you'll be able to see this in the Kickstarter and all that. And if you follow Max Rendall, he's actually been posting things as they go. So, oh, what? You can almost... Look at that. You could almost do a regular fan as if they're blank cards. Let's see what happens if you do a reverse fan. Oof, man. Gorgeous. I mean, you just have this really hidden design on the cards. Anyway, let's take a look here. There's hidden messages on all these, which you can go ahead and take the time when you get the Kickstarter to look into that. We've got... Now, if you heard the song in the last video, that's the second time that I've sung that song. That is the song that I wrote for these cards. So let's take a look here. So you'll get a chance to really deep dive into this once you go and sign up with the link that we're going to have below. We've got it on the last video and other videos as well. And we'll go through these. So look at this very beautiful artwork. You've got this power pip here, as well as power pips here as well. Very artistic style. Love the helixes. Got some wave work here. You're getting that same design. In the 2 doesn't have all the pips. It's just got the big, and you see the same thing here. Something different for everything. And like I said, we're just going through them. You can really see them if you want to slow down the video. Looks like we're getting in. Looks like there's a tree in there. Ooh, these designs are all different. You really got to take your time and take a look at all this. The artistry that goes into this is just absolutely wonderful. Very nice. And you get to the Jokers, or not Jokers, the court cards, and you've got different people. Again, when you go to the Kickstarter, you'll be able to actually see all of them, and you get an idea of the background of it. Thor. Again, I can't even remember all the... I would think it's Freya, but I think it's somebody else. Again, you have to take a look there. Odin, of course, is the big dog there. You got your diamond, same idea, same style, but you've got that different artistry, which is absolutely wonderful on every single one of those. I love that. And each suit represents a different culture in this ideology of the battle of the gods. Absolutely wonderful. And that's Anubis, Horus, and then Isis, I believe, is for the Egyptians. The Celtic ones. Now we're going backwards here. I don't know. That's Cinnabarus. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of them I don't know. But absolutely wonderful work here with the clubs. These ones are reversed from the other side there. Really nice flowers going on with these ones too. Ace, and it looks like all the aces obviously have a power pip drawing. So let's turn these over, that way we're seeing Zeus, Queen of Hearts, Aphrodite, Athena. Can't have a war without Athena. Oof. Hearts. Beautiful. Look at this going on with these. Wonderful. Looks like there's a little face in there. Probably, I love that. There's like, it almost looks like knotworks in there. Like there's a lot of detail going into that. The Vikings, the ships, and Stonehenge. And so you got the 4 jokers. So we're not getting any bonus extra cards or anything like that. But I really love the idea of being able to do that, because it's not a regular deck of cards, so you're not going to be able to do, like, I mean, you can almost do like a tight little fan. Back in here you see it start to spread, but up in here, a tight fan, and it's just like it's blank. So you could almost do a regular fan for that move and just make whatever card you want to be the one that appears. Just as simple as that. Boom. So I love doing the reverse fan. It's one of my favorite effects. So in this case, since you could do it with the regular side, it's just a wonderful little bonus. So I love that. We've got the spiral effect. So spirals are always really nice. So the question is, what kind of tricks can you do with these? Well, there's always a historic reference to all these cards, because keeping in mind that anytime that you're buying, like if you're doing tricks that require you to destroy or deface a card, having a deck like this is probably not the best idea. This is not a performance deck, and this is something that I'm slowly starting to really understand. It seems obvious, but when you first get into buying and collecting or just having cards, you'd be better off to go and buy like a brick of not like cart classics. You know, you could if you really wanted to, but my recommendation would be, go get a brick of bicycles or bees and spend the $30. Get them in. If you want, you can get a pack of the bonus cards, get the 2 different colors. You can get a 6-pack of each, you know, and really just start playing with the cards. And those are going to be your performance decks. Those are going to be the ones that if you do go out, those are the ones you should be using. If you've got a torn and restored effect, if you've got a right on effect, then that's great. Those are the ones that you really want to do. And if you're going to be doing like a video, then bring out your fancy cards, the ones that you can really start to show. If you want to have a cardistry deck that's specifically cardistry, then you can get like the like a Vertiso, or if I'm mispronouncing it, call me out down below. You know, just comment down below. Just, even if you don't like me, click the buttons and comment, because you know, YouTube algorithm. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Absolutely gorgeous. We did end up getting 2 packs of the Battle of Gods. So this is really nice. The Kickstarter is going to be launching soon, if it's not up by the time this video is up. And that's that. We've got the Battle of the Gods. My hope is I would really like to do like an actual a video of some capacity. But I think we've kind of run out of time for that type of thing for the year. Plus I got so many other things going on. So the Battle of the Gods. To go a Viking we shall go. Oh ho, oh ho. And I hope you really enjoyed this card review. Thank you so much, Max Rendall. All the links down below. Go check them out. Fantastic stuff. Stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.